Yes, you should probably be aware that it is me. That's what you are. Because it has been so significant, it feels strange to end it. Learn this. I revere this cast. It's fun for me to work with the crew and other writers. I've had a piece of my most upbeat times in my business being the writer room and working with them. Truly, I'm somewhat of a softie. I like how we get along with each other and make the show feel like a family. However, I believe that preserving the integrity of the show is one of the few things about which I can be extremely tough. Also, the more we talked about it in the room, the clearer it became to me that this Logan's death succession, the debate over whether to sell or cross with a political race, is happening. Macon will be the accompanying head of the U.S. The funeral then ended, and the show also ended. Once that was made clear, I had no real doubts. Despite my overwhelming sadness, it seemed like this was the path this show was taking. Hey, finishing creation in Barbados. On the one hand, it was captivating. On the other hand, it was so unbearably miserable. The principal way I could do it was to be genuinely robotized. In light of everything, I was especially, all right, we ought to get it going. That must be completed. That will be the last time we do that since I continued to get seized by all that sort of tidal wave of. Our last time doing that will be that. The actors, in my opinion, also felt the same way. There was an odd amount of emotional tension. We thank you. You get the bauble. The difference to that was the superb scene we call banquet fit for a master. That sensation of recuperated irreproachability. Kids were just kids, and no matter how much money they had, everything seemed possible. However, don your crown, sir. The show has always struck me as tragic, in my opinion, because you are just waiting for that shoe to drop. Every glimmer of hope like that is so cruel. Yet again, you're believing that their major characteristics will be introduced and to make you incredibly steamed. How do you feel about working for yourself? Me? Yeah, I'm ready to sing without help from anyone else. For a lot of time, I had held the assessment that the ideal end was Tom being the possible replacement. Observe the chief. I take in system and set it in motion. Regardless of the way that he's not the extremely most amazing ruler you'll anytime meet, his power comes from Matsson. Tom is not afraid to suck the rudest person in the room. I had this opinion. Love is all over. The figures who rise to prominence and appear friendly to influential people are near. Shift. Similar to Thomas's double-crossing toward the end of Season 3, everything was always going after this idea of Sarah's personality, which was that Shiv would eventually subvert herself and attack the arrangement. I have this. You wouldn't be great at it, as I would like to think. What? I don't even trust you for a second. I don't have faith in you. I sort of detest this articulation, Jesse. This, if you will, is the last showdown between the three siblings. I love you, but I can't fucking endure you. The final tear from the gods to expose that terrible, terrible truth. So by Roman, we are horse poo, was essentially an especially vile second. Despite the fact that we aren't anything, it is so inescapable. Once more, that is excellent. It ought to appear as though tragedy is inevitable, right? This is not only a result of their upbringing and nature, but also the fundamental fact about those characters. Everything came to an end in that one instant. Therefore, on that level, it was flawless. It was absolutely agonizing.